So tonight, I commit to you that from this location, not only will we continue the work of building a better city, but we will begin the work of building a better world. It is a bold promise, but we have put into place, through the strategic partnerships we have established, the framework to make the new Smart City Center the epicenter for technological innovation for our region and beyond. Last May, during his visit here, President Obama said, and I quote, "I want what's happening in Albany to happen all across this country." From our chief executive. And what's happening in Albany goes beyond the exciting global interest in the region's technology boom. Our administration's efforts have resulted in more than $12 billion of investment in the city. The city's healthcare and educational institutions are investing and expanding in unprecedented ways. Downtown is undergoing a transformation into a neighborhood of choice with over $35 million in new residential units and with the expansion and improvement of premier entertainment destinations and dining locations. As well, our historic and diverse neighborhoods are being revitalized and exciting projects are underway, from the Hudson River waterfront, which has been vitally reconnected to our downtown, to our globally rare Pine Bush, which is in the process of a restoration project that will make it a world-class ecological preserve. The securing of funds for the creation of this Smart City Center is only one of several projects within the city that will receive funding as a result of Governor Cuomo's innovative and highly competitive Regional Economic Development Council process. Our Capitalize Albany Corporation and Department of Development and Planning expertly led our local team efforts to help over 14 projects secure nearly $22 million in funding that will leverage millions of dollars more. Some of the highlights of this strategic effort include the Albany Waterfront Performance Place project, which was awarded $950,000 to continue to develop the Albany waterfront into a premier destination for waterfront events, performance, and recreation. This $4 million project will drive tourism and enhance downtown through convenient access to its amenities. Albany's neighborhoods will also benefit greatly from this round of funding. The Quayle Street Corridor and Albany's Education District have received nearly $1.8 million in funds for a Green Streets initiative to improve infrastructure and spur business development along this important mixed-use corridor. Albany Medical Center received $500,000 for infrastructure improvements, street trees, and pedestrian improvements that will complement present and future medical center investment and add to the more than $500 million of public, private, and Capitalized Albany Corporation investment in the neighborhood since the adoption of our Park South plan. And I want to particularly thank Jim Barber, the president of Albany Medical Center, for his partnership with us. Jim, thank you for what you have done and what you've meant for us. The Sheridan Hollow Village project will receive $200,000 to construct commercial spaces in an affordable mixed-use building that is part of a $13 million project that will dramatically revitalize this historic downtown neighborhood along Sheridan Avenue. Capitalize Albany Corporation received $200 million in funding for its Blight to Betterment program that, combined with the Community Development Block Grants funds and Neighborhood Stabilization funds, will leverage over $2 million to rehabilitate abandoned properties in our city. These exciting projects are just a few examples of the comprehensive community and economic development work taking place in our city every day, bringing about opportunity, hope, and real results. This work has been accomplished because of the key partnerships we have established with the state of New York, with our business and academic communities, and perhaps most importantly, with our residents. Thousands of them have participated in hundreds of forums, neighborhood meetings, and planning groups, giving us their thoughts, their guidance, and their wisdom to helping us to move our great city forward. They told us they wanted a safer city, and in response, we adapted new, exciting, and innovative ways to implement community policing. As a result, the city's police department has continued to enjoy double-digit reduction in index crimes, particularly in some of our most challenged neighborhoods. And as importantly, and that is very important, as importantly, the department has engaged the community as a whole to focus on other factors that contribute to a community's sense of safety. Our efforts in this regard will not stop until we make Albany the safest community in the nation. and you have my word on that. We are going to continue to do that. That is what our community wants, and that is our commitment. Our citizens also told us they wanted the city with the highest possible quality of life. So we intensified our code enforcement efforts by enacting a new department focused on that very issue. We hired 8 new code enforcement officers, a new commissioner, and through our law department, we instituted an aggressive new code enforcement court, and we put landlords and property owners on notice that we have zero tolerance of their neglect of buildings and their violations of our codes. Attention to these issues is critical to the vibrancy of our historic neighborhoods, and I believe the results of all these efforts have been dramatic. I want to thank the Common Council for supporting that initiative. Thank you very much you saw the importance of it, and I appreciate that. I really do. Because they know and I know that our community expects no less, and that is our commitment. That commitment is evident as well in the investment we have made to improve the city's infrastructure. We have spent tens of millions of dollars to reconstruct or repair major roadways and streets throughout the city. Many of these projects, like State Street, Lark Street, North and South Pearl Streets, Delaware Avenue, Madison Avenue, New Scotland Avenue, and Central Avenue, have been catalysts for the rebirth of redevelopment of residential and commercial properties along these major corridors. As well, our Department of General Services has been committed to the beautification of the city's parks and gardens, and our city continues to receive national recognition for these efforts. The department, along with my Office of Energy and Sustainability, has been at the forefront of implementing new and progressive programs for recycling, energy efficiency, and renewable energy promotion. These programs have also received national recognition, and their success can be directly correlated to the two-way communications we have implemented between neighborhoods and our city administration. Continually enhancing this two-way communication so that we are as responsive as possible to neighborhood concerns is what our residents want, and that is what we are committed to providing. Our fire department is constantly engaged in community outreach and education, and the department continues to provide emergency medical response, hazmat response, and fire and rescue response at levels that I believe make it one of the premier departments in the country. Our water department continues to provide water quality that has been ranked as one of the best in the nation. A lot of cities would like to have our water. A lot of areas would love to have the water that we provide. And our youth programming has won countless national awards and recognition. Literally, throughout the year, our youth programs touch the lives of thousands of Albany's children. I am talking about sports programs in skating, boxing, swimming, karate, lacrosse, basketball, soccer, golf, tennis, and bowling. I'm talking about educational programs, gang prevention programs, truancy abatement programs, youth build programs, and summer employment programs, all aimed at providing our young people with constructive, meaningful opportunities to learn and to grow and ultimately to realize their dreams. Nothing else that we do and I do is as important as this. It is what our children deserve, and helping our children realize their full potential has been my lifelong passion and commitment, and will continue to be. That's all right. Moving forward, we must remain focused on all of these commitments, as well as on the exciting plans underway for further redevelopment of downtown and our plans for neighborhood redevelopment, particularly in our Arbor Hill, South End, Park South, and education communities. I have spoken recently as well of the need to rethink our concept for convention center facilities, and I'm grateful that Governor Cuomo's proposed budget keeps in place funding for this project. While I believe it is unrealistic to believe that we can expect New York State to fund a nearly $300 million facility, I believe it is totally realistic to move forward in collaboration with the state and with Albany County to improve existing facilities at the Times Union Center and at the Empire State Plaza, and to include the construction of a new ballroom and hotel that will connect into these facilities via the existing walkway. But we're going to enclose that and move it, okay? It's a different plan. It's something we're going to move forward with.